All right, let's talk about Sam Howell, who, was able to get his Commanders another victory here against the New England Patriots, and I thought looked good. He's had a very up and down season so far, but as a whole, I would say the ups have outweighed the downs, and I thought that this was another example of that. Like, we can start off with this play. A lot of it was just running the offense, right? When there was an offense to be ran, he was able to run the offense. I know only 20 points, could have been more, and we'll talk about why it wasn't at a certain point in this video. But for now, let's focus on some positives. Simple play, right? You're going to have, it's zone coverage. You have one player running more underneath, another one running further deep. The New England player who's in that area can only cover one of those two guys. For Sam Howell, you throw it to the other one. Watch as right when this play begins, you see that there is a window to make that throw right there to Terry McLaurin. Usually if you have a window to get the ball to Terry McLaurin, that's what you want to do. At least I believe that's Terry McLaurin. It's a little bit, I can't really see the number, but I think that's who it is. But anyway, less talking about the receiver, more talking about the decision by Howell, because if you look over at him, he is already into throwing motion. I mean, this is good stuff to be moving this quickly. And as you see, he does get the ball out of his hands. They are able to pick up that completion right there. So really good stuff. And again, it's not the highest degree of difficulty play. This isn't, it's not a Hail Mary throw or anything like that. No. But this is the important stuff. And this is the stuff Howell's pretty much always been good at. It's just when there's a throw to be made, make the throw. The yards count all the same. So to me, these are really important plays. Heading over here, what's going to happen is, it's not just traditional ways like, okay, timing a route in between zone coverage. Sometimes it's more non-traditional plays. Something like this, which was interesting. Because again, Belichick kind of has become known for just being able to destroy young quarterbacks, and how not technically a rookie is more or less a rookie. He played one game in his rookie season. So in his first year, I mean, a lot of times Bill Belichick can crush those quarterbacks. Not here, though, because, okay, so what is he trying to do? Going to be trying to blitz, right? Throw Sam Howell off, but it almost feels like Washington was a step ahead on some of these plays, where you're going to have Sam Howell roll out towards the top of the screen, and you see the concept. Have a receiver run deep, another one's going to run kind of more of just a traditional out route. But watch as when Howell takes the snap, he looks over, and it is open right here. I mean, New England, it's kind of a tough situation. I'm not going to say this was like a blown coverage or anything, because usually what you have to do in these situations is give a lot of space if you're blitzing. So for Howell, that he, is already in motion, but you have to get rid of the football quickly. As you see, Howell scrambles and does get rid of the football quickly. They pick up a first down. It's just good football. This is just the stuff you want to see your young quarterback making, and we're seeing him make these kind of things, which is good to see. Also, heading over here, so this is an interesting play. Really, because again, I feel like there's going to be some people saying like, well, okay, yeah, sure, those plays, they're good, they're fine, but they're not impressive. They're not like something that really, it's something you expect an NFL quarterback to be able to make. The question is how consistently, and the consistency thing is what's impressive, but just the throw itself isn't great. This play's a tough throw, and a really important one. It's a play, if you watch this channel, you've heard me harp on a million times, which is some of these deep routes are difficult. Getting the one-on-one matchups on the outside, it's so important. If you can start hitting on these, it makes the defense just so difficult to defend against you, because okay, now you have to put a second safety deep, and now it just makes it easier to work underneath and get that stuff going. So let's see what Sam Howell can do here. Watch as he takes the snap. He is going to look down the field, and right here, is there separation? No, this is not a wide open play. So what are you going to do in this situation? I mean, you got to know who your receiver is and know if he can win. This is Jahan Dotson, who is capable of winning in these scenarios. So for Sam Howell, he's going to say, you know what? Let's take a chance right here. As you see, Howell's going to fire this one, and look at this ball. That is really almost perfect. It wasn't complete. It looked like there might have even been enough contact. Maybe you could have argued there's a flag there, but not enough contact. However, that's pretty much where I would want Sam Howell to put that football. Again, when I evaluate a quarterback, I just evaluate how the quarterback plays, not how the team around him plays. This is a positive for me from Sam Howell's perspective. Also, this play was a very interesting one, so I'm actually not exactly sure what was happening here. I think this is supposed to be what you see on the screen, cover 3 zone blitz. Maybe someone who's, more well-versed in certain defensive concepts can help me out in the comments below. I believe it's supposed to be a cover 3 zone blitz, But that's going to be what they end up doing. No one's covering the flat on the bottom of the screen. That's just not happening. So that area is going to be completely open. Watch as Sam Howell is going to take the snap, and he, hey, one of the advantages of having all those players rush the passer, it was already a blitz, now an extra one is blitzing. A lot of pressure, right? So you're in a bit of trouble if you're Sam Howell. The nice thing is, all three of those Commanders players, there's really not anyone in the area for New England to, cover them. So it's one of those situations where you get the pressure, and it's going to be really hard for Howell to notice this and make a throw across his body all the way across the field like that. But if you can notice it, it would be great. And as you see, that's exactly what he does. He's able to notice it. He flips it down there, and they're able to pick up, a chunk play on that one, partially due to what I think is a mistake from New England, unless this was some crazy concept. I think that was just a blown coverage. Someone was supposed to stay back there and rush the passer instead. But also, hey, you got to notice this stuff if you're a quarterback. You were still in a tough situation, but he was able to figure it out and make a play. This interception was just insane. It was just an insane interception. I don't know how else to describe it. This was kind of what maybe drives you a little crazy if you're a Commanders fan, is how Howell looks so good through long stretches. And long stretches, it's not like he'll just look good for, a spot here and there. It's for sometimes entire games, he'll look great, but then he'll make some throws that just make you scratch your head, and that's what's going to happen on this one. As you see, Howell's going to take the snap. It's a designed rollout towards the bottom of the screen right here. You see this is not open. It's not open at all, so I don't know why this is the throw you're trying to make. However, as you see, he throws it anyway. It gets easily intercepted. Just a weird call by Sam Howell. Not exactly sure what he thought he was going to accomplish on that one. So yeah, it's still not a perfect scenario. It isn't. It's still not ideal. There still are some issues going on. So that's not good. You want to be able to clear those up. I don't know if he was trying to throw the ball away and it slipped out of his hand. Like, there was still time left on the clock. It wasn't like a free play or anything. It wasn't a fourth down. Just a weird call by Howell. But again, I don't know. He's a young player, right? He's going to make some dumb mistakes, and I think that dumb mistakes are probably always going to be a part of his game. Like, he's someone who will put the ball in harm's way here and there. It is what it is. But like I said at the beginning of the video, what you hope happens is the good outweighs the bad. And while, yes, it would have been great if you scored a touchdown here instead of an interception, then you score 27 points, and it just feels a lot different. At the same time, though, even with it, he was still better. He was still a good player for the Commanders, and he still helped them out, what you would want to see. Again, I think some of the questions for Howell will be like, how good can he get? What is his, realistic ceiling in the NFL? But as of right now, it was a big question when they decided to go with Sam Howell over Jacoby Brissett. It was a confusing thing that they did, it felt like. But so far, we are seeing that I think clearly has paid off. Like, the Sam Howell experiment is working so far through this season, and you have to be excited about that if you're a Washington fan. But yeah, that's what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.